Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I am taking a look at the Marvel Legends Thor Love and Thunder Mighty Thor. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the figure, if you've picked it up, if you've seen it in person, what have you. Also, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe, helps us out here on the channel, and go give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's take a look at how the Mighty Thor turned out. We're going to start, as always, with the head. So this portrait of Natalie Portman is absolutely fantastic. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but in person, I feel like they really nailed it. And the hair is really well sculpted. You've got also that kind of fade from like the kind of dark blonde-ish brown down to the light blonde. Going down to her armor, though, you've got the reds, the silver, you got the cape attached with the little circles. You got all the designs that kind of have that MCU feel. The arms do not give her justice. Like, I've seen pictures of Natalie Portman and she is jacked. And I mean, they did a good job, but I feel like it should be more. The wrist guards here even have like the little rivets in it, which look fantastic with the black. And then you've got the cloth underneath, which is all like sculpted to be a different texture. And on the hands, you even have the individual like knuckle pieces sculpted on. So I do give them credit for, really picking it up on the sculpt. You do have her little, like, I don't know what this would be, like, loincloth type thing with some really great textures to it. You got the silver knee pads against the black tights, which look great. And then you get down to the boots, and you've got this armor on the front of the shin guard that looks really good and has some great sculpt. And then it comes around the side, and you've got the wing coming off, which looks really cool, very Thor. And then down at the bottom of the boot, you've got the armor plates on the shoes. And then the cape, really great job at kind of making it look like it's draping and kind of flowing a little bit. Underneath, as you can see, they didn't really paint the back, which is fine. I don't know if it's going to have any paint on it, and even if it does, we're not going to see it anyway because it's under the cape. And to be honest, for Marvel Legends figure, I'm really impressed. Okay, on to articulation. So we are going to start with the head. So it is just a ball peg on top. So you do get the swivel, the hair is kind of softer, so it doesn't get too much in the way, but you do get some tilt left and right, up and down. Up, you get a decent amount, but then the hair floats, same with down. But you can definitely make it work if you need to. Arms, a little stiff, but they do go out the 90. You have the biceps swivel. You've got the forward, upper, and backwards motion. The armor is slanted, so it does kind of go, it won't go straight up and down, it'll go more at an angle. You do have the double jointed pinless elbows, which is kind of nice to see. And then you do have the little wrist pegs, which go forward, back, and spin all the way around. We'll say I'm disappointed we didn't get extra hands for her. The torso is on this kind of rotation. You can get a lot of different angles out of it, left, right, forward, back. Decent amount of crunch. The waist does have a little bit of go, but I don't want to mess with it too much. And then the little loincloth is also softer rubber or rubbery plastic, so it doesn't get in the way when you go forward, back, or side to side. You do have the thigh cut, and then the double jointed knees, and of course the ankle pivot, which this, I might have to heat this up because it's really tight. Either that or it just doesn't work very well, I'm not sure. But then it does tilt side to side as well. So you can definitely get her in a lot of poses. Obviously, with, the Thor character, it's not like Spider-Man where you're going to, have her in some insane poses, but you can get some really cool action poses out of her, which I'm happy with. Okay, as for accessories, you do get Mjolnir. You can see it is the new, like, reconstructed version. It has all those cracks in it. I'm trying to get in the light. It's a little hard to see, but they are all over the sculpt. I do feel like this could use a nice wash. Or would be really cool is to paint the cracks with like maybe like a light blue, like it's like, charged with lightning. Then you do get the helmeted Thor head with the really cool winged helmet and the red designs on against the silver. In the back, you got all the hair sculpts. And then, of course, the Korg Build-A-Figure leg, which I have no use for. Okay, so quick set comparison here. She is with the Moffitt Spider-Man, which I think scales really well, and then the Marvel Legends Armored Spider-Man. And then let me swap these out. We get, good old Super 7 Raphael in there, followed by Jon Favreau. And of course, the Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Armadillo. If he decides to stand, man, they really made this. There we go. Okay, so she scales almost a little bit taller than Raph. She is shorter than good old Jon Favreau. And of course, she's smaller than Armadillo. So I think they did a great job. And last up is the box art. So we've got the Thor Love and Thunder logo, Mighty Thor, Hasbro logo. We've got the really cool design in the back with the lightning. You've got the logo with Thor's hammer on top. We've got the Mighty Thor picture on both sides, just reversed. We've got the don't choke on this warnings and the barcode at the bottom. And then on the back, you've got this amazing artwork, some information about Mighty Thor, and the figures in the rest of the line with what Build-A-Figure they come with. And it's not bad. It's a Marvel Legends box. Okay, so overall, I really think this figure turned out great, which is saying something because if you're a fan of the channel, you know I'm not a huge Marvel Legends guy to begin with. I don't do a lot of retail figures anymore. I mostly do imports, but I saw this on the shelf and I was like, okay, this looks really cool. I'm super hyped for the movie, and this figure got me even more hyped. I cannot wait to see Jane Foster become Mighty Thor. I can't wait to see what they do with her story because I vaguely remember some aspects of it that were talked about way back when it first happened. I'll have to go back and actually probably read up on it a little bit before I see the movie, but they did a fantastic job capturing her likeness. Obviously, it's probably going to be based off concept art, and we'll get a more like accurate one later on, like we always do with Marvel Legends. But in my honest opinion, if you're in the store and you see this figure, I'd say pick it up. I did see the rest of the wave as well. None of them, except for, I almost considered Ravager Thor, but I'm like, I don't need it. But I figured Mighty Thor, that was going to be a good buy. But that's going to be it for this review. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out here on the channel. Also, make sure to follow us over on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the figure, if this swayed you one way or another, or if you're just excited to see Thor Love and Thunder like I am. And also, please make sure to check us out on twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair, where we do our Wednesday night only figs showing off our weekly purchases, which you can always catch the replay over here on YouTube a week later. But if you want to be a part of the conversation, check us out live, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. But hopefully we'll see you next week, same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thanks for watching.